c'est la prod. C'est la prod.
Yo, people, what are you telling me? Back again for another one in the aftermath of the Manchester derby. DAPS was here. I don't know where.
No, I'm here, bro. I just know you lot like to get them yellow and green scarves out, innit? So I thought I'd start the show. I'll get it out for you already.
Okay.
Cass leaves these ones lying around.
Man's got jokes. I hear it. Man's got jokes. All right, that's how we're starting the show. All right, cool. All right, bro, at least I know where I am now. You know there was there, bro. It's all right.
It's cool. Listen, bro, I said, if you know the bars, sing along. And listen, you'll sing along with this. Ruben Amorim, you're never going to win again. They're crying in the Stretford end. The Reds are going down. Bro, listen. Hey, listen, bro, I have to. It's a derby, innit, bro? It is a derby. It is a derby. I've got to be happy. We sent the swamp dwellers back to the swamp. 75th minute, the fire exit in the way end was ringing out like most times, and they disappear back to fucking Stretford with their tail between the legs.
Fair enough.
It's man.
Fair enough.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got smoked. I can't even argue. You know what I mean? I can't even argue. We got absolutely battered. There's no excuses coming from this side. So fair enough.
It helps. I mean, yeah, there's literally, I mean, we've heard your manager, and I don't even know if he's fucking even bothering making excuses no more, neither. He's just like, fuck it, yeah, sack me, please.
He's pathetic, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's saying that, then he thinks it's the mentality and not the system and all these other things. Bro, he's full of shit, man. How many excuses are you going to make?
Bro, it's all right. He cares more than the fans, isn't it?
That's a fucking moron. He's been there for 5 minutes, but apparently this is hurting him more than it's hurting us.
Yeah, he don't look someone that's hurting that badly. Like, I'll be real, bro, if there's a reason why Vincent Kompany has said he won't come back to Manchester City unless he knows that he is ready to do the job, right? That's because if Manchester City lose and he's in charge of them, he would hurt, yeah? A man that's staying at a club, not changing anything, right, is not someone that cares. That's somebody that wants a fucking payout, yeah? So it's like, bro, don't come out with that shit. You don't care, bro. You care. Either way, it's a win-win, because if all of a sudden you turn it round, then you'll probably get a bumper pay rise.
Yeah.
If you don't turn it around, they're going to have
anyway because you get set.
Bumper pay rise. You don't care. You care about your bank balance. And this is a thing, bro. I get it. You've only been at United for how long? Year and a half? Is it a year and a half? Yeah.
Not even that.
Not even that. You've been at the club for a year and a half. You're Portuguese. I don't know who he supports. You don't care that much, bro. Don't tell Manchester United fans that have just fucking lost 3-0 to their derby rivals, yeah? Not in my lifetime, by the way. Them lot, yeah? Don't tell them that you care more than them, because bro, what are you trying to do? You're trying to make everyone turn on you that little bit more, because it's just read the room, bro. You don't say them things.
But it's the gaslighting. What I don't like about this manager, like even this, saying the problem's the mentality of the team, yeah, and he's not going to change the system. But it's like, you've been at the club long enough. If you can't change the mentality of the players, that means you're the wrong coach. Yeah. That's what it means. Yeah. So that means he's asking them to sack him.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. It's obvious. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, you are. You know what? I was almost trying to credit him with the fucking FA Cup final win against us. That was Ten Hag. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't him. Yeah, sorry. It was. Yeah, it hasn't even been a year yet. It's mad. And do you know what, bro? The good thing is with you, Rants, we break the game down. We talk actual football. We banter. I'm here to banter, but we can talk about the actual game and just things that so. Just to tell you what we've had. Look, I've made it very clear. I haven't done anything on my City channel apart from uploads yet. I'm doing a live tonight, but every live I've been on since the game with rivals, I start off by saying, listen, this is not me saying I'm going to the Emirates next week and expect 3 points against Arsenal, right? This is not me saying that I think City are back. This is not me saying Rodri is back at his best. This is not me saying Foden is now back and everything's fine. This is not me. There's so many things. This is not me saying. What this is me saying is that we just fucking beat our rivals that took 4 points off of us last season, right? So when people, because straight away Arsenal fans saying, oh, but Daps, you can't talk about how you did this to United because ultimately it's like punching up a team with no arms and legs. I'm like, okay, well, that team with no arms and legs took 4 points off of us last season. So I always say it, when my team is not in a good place, I focus on my team, right? I've said all week in my previews for this game, I'm not scared of United. I'm worried what City turn up, yeah? And all I can focus on right now is being the best City. And firstly, we beat our rivals 3-0, right, on a very important day. RIP Ricky Hatton. I know that one for you as well, bro, because you're into your boxing and whatever. Like, it's a sad loss, and for the whole city of Manchester, yeah? So that was a big day. But also, then when I look at the game, it's things I needed to see, right? Like we said last season, look, you get Rodri back, you get Foden back firing, we are a different team, right? Again, I'm not saying they were back at their best, but you have to remember yesterday, that was Foden, Reinders and Rodri's first game together. It was Foden's first game back. It was Rodri's, I think, second or third game back, right? These players have not played together. Already, I've just done my 5 things learned. I've learned that midfield can 100% work, yeah? Because little things that I haven't seen for a year or so at City, I started to see triangles again. Right? So I see little Rodri, Reinders, Foden triangles. Okay, we're starting to get back there. Some of the passing was wayward, 100%. Did we look tired? Yeah, at times we did. But they're little signs. The fact I've been saying all week, I need Haaland to step the fuck up now and show me that he's not just like that for Norway, that he's back to be, that he kills off games. Because we can criticise the defence for conceding 2 against Brighton, but why didn't Haaland kill off the game earlier? Yeah, Haaland's killing off the game, right? Haaland, at one point, like the little things like getting back in that box and 3 interceptions in the space of 2 minutes and then trying to be the first man in the other box. Those things matter to me. The fact that and the other thing I've got to say to Pep, the fact that Pep, you actually let Doku drift about the pitch, right? That seemed to work. You actually learned that Reinders in a double pivot with Rodri, isn't it? You need to let Reinders go further forward. And the other one, Bo, Donnarumma, yeah? I don't know if Pep might have unlocked something unintentionally with Haaland, yeah?
Why? Because he's going more direct now.
Bo, so basically yesterday, I could see straight away, you man were targeting O'Reilly, yeah?
Yeah.
He's not a left back and he's young, I get it. And then Bremo is probably your best player, so that makes perfect sense. Target the weak area. And also, they knew that Donnarumma, because everyone's made it very clear, Donnarumma literally has no feet, apparently, so you must press him, right? So you did that. But then all of a sudden, what that meant is that there's more space up top for Haaland.
Yep.
And even when we started sitting back and going, you know what, you lot have the ball, we'll sit a bit deeper. There's more space for Haaland up top. And then all of a sudden, this is where you see Haaland at his best. When he's running with the ball, right? Like, I think I saw Culture Cams had said, earlier, right? Where he said, I think he interviewed Rudiger. And Rudiger said, listen, if Haaland is running at the ball, with the ball, right? Facing the goal, you're in trouble. You're not stronger than him.
Because he's rapid.
You're not stronger than him. You're not faster than him. All of a sudden, and the worst thing is that when he's in his stride is when Haaland is his most clinical. When he's in his stride, bro, and he's one-on-one with the keeper, he knows what to do. Like, that's just his bread and butter. And I don't know, I'm not going to say, Pep, it's a genius idea getting a keeper that makes the defense nervous, so sit deeper, and other teams' presses. I'm not saying Pep did it for that reason. Maybe he stumbled across it, but it seems to be quite a good idea because we could just go long. And it does work. It's mad, isn't it? It's simple things. So I've got to give a shout out to Pep because I am trying to be a bit critical of Pep, but I think he is changing things, which is important. Like, again,
but how much do you think that was up to us being poor yesterday?
There's 100%. You have to take that into it. Look, when a lorry stops, the driver's fucked off because they have to work through the gears again, right? And right now we have to work back through the gears because our big lorry that's been a juggernaut flying, is last season it got pulled to a halt. You don't want to kind of like, the lorry doesn't want to start up and then hit traffic again straight away. So playing Man United is a good way to start. And it is, in an ideal world, our next game would not be the Emirates away, right? Because I want to build some momentum. And at the moment, obviously, I'm definitely not here saying, I'm confident going to the Emirates, because we just played Man United. And also, like, I've got to say, this is where I more watch City than watching, and it's in even yesterday. I'm looking at the little things with City. I'm not really looking at the little things with Man United. I don't care, right? But one thing that was glaringly obvious to me yesterday, and this is on Amorim a little bit, is Donnarumma came into City on Thursday, I believe, right? So we've had maybe 2 days with him. So the passing out from the back, they can't have worked on that too much. We've seen from James Trafford, right, that he, against Tottenham, he was trying to pass out from the back a little bit too much, maybe, and it wasn't, we were getting pressed. So I think there had been some instructions to Donnarumma that was, listen, if in doubt, just boot it. Yeah,
and that's what he was doing, to be fair.
That is what he was doing, 100%. And listen, that then meant, and then that's on the other players to support him, that listen, if he boots it and United get the first header, make sure you get the second ball, right? That's where the players can back him up. American football shit, right? But with your goalkeeper, it's like he had, and this is the thing, at half time, if I was Amorim, I'm saying to your keeper, listen, this playing out from the back, you're looking a little bit shaky. They're onto you. They're pressing the fuck out of you, yeah? Bo, boot it. Boot it if you need to, yeah? Because, bro, start the second half, he was all over the fucking pitch. And for me, that has to be what was said to him. But if I'm Amorim, I'm telling him, bro, just go long at times. Stop trying to do this fucking... Because it's not working. And this is... not. When something's not working, it is. He wants to... Does anyone know, what's the payout if they have to sack him?
Can't be that much, because he's not got that long left. So... I don't really know.
It just seems to me like there's simple instructions. I think it's very clear that Donnarumma's been given those instructions. Listen, we'll work on the playing out from the back, but for right now, yesterday, Derby, like, boot the ball if need be. Whereas your keeper's trying to do shit that your keeper's not qualified to do, right? And that's on the keeper, but that's also on the manager, because the manager decided to go with him. Manager could have played the other keeper. Manager could have said at halftime, go long. Manager did nothing, just let him drown.
I didn't even really have a problem with our keeper. I thought our keeper was fine.
Bro,
but
it was all up, bro. He was the thing is he was invited. He was inviting mistakes, and
he was, but that's how he's being asked to play. To be fair to him,
yeah.
You know what I mean, he's playing in between the lines into that centre back, and I don't like it, because it's almost like we forced that pass.
Yeah, and this is the thing. I'm not here to knock your goalkeeper, because for me, I think we all know that your goalkeeper's not that guy. He's not sensational. Yeah, he's not an amazing goalkeeper, right? So, but for me, it's the fact that Amorim's just let him drown there. And the thing is that even if nothing came from him looking that way, it gives the other team confidence, right? If a goalkeeper's looking shaky as fuck, then the team start getting a bit of momentum, thinking, we're going to put it on these lot, because this could be 3, 4, 5. And
I agree. We could have lost 4-5-0.
Yeah, it could have been. I probably should have been.
Yeah.
I mean, 1 second.
Yeah, it's true about the Dan Ashworth thing, but you know what it is, guys? I'm at the point now where it's like, we just need to do it. I'm sick and tired of what we saw yesterday, and the manager's gaslighting is crazy. The brother said, he said, he'll do his best. Brother, that's like having your hand in fire. Man saying, this hurts me more than it hurts you, bro. That I'll do everything I can. Why don't you just take your hand out the fire, bro? Take your hand out the fire. Man's saying, that he'll do everything he can, but he's the one that's in control of how he sets up, but he's not changing that. You cannot say that I'm doing things my way. Bearing in mind, you as a manager is one person and the squad is 25 players. So if you're not going to play to the strengths, of of the squad and you're doing things your way, you can't possibly say in that same breath, I'll do everything I can, because you're not doing everything. You've just told us one thing you're not going to do. That's not everything.
I also think, by the way, like gaslighting, I think in the interview, there's something I take from it a little bit that maybe is not the United fans. Maybe it's trying to get the United fans to have a bit of sympathy for him, but to gaslight the owners a little bit, where he said something about there's things that, like, I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said something along the lines of, like, there's things that I can't say everything. There's some things that people don't know, right? Now, those type of comments usually from a manager are talking about the running of the club, the owners.
Yeah, I didn't hear that, you know.
Oh no, he said something along those lines. It was in the interview straight after the game. I picked up on it because I thought, what's he trying to do? Is he trying to say, because I said the same. Look, I don't like that shit for me. Even when we always say, if someone's saying, like, you know, when someone says the term, certain man are moving this way, I'm like, say names in it. Don't say certain man, because if you say certain man, that is snaky as fuck, because, like, just say the name, because if you say the name, it's not a problem. Just say the name so know what it is. Same with Isaac, by the way. I think Isaac coming out that statement last week and saying, look, there's certain things that people don't know, but let's draw a line under it. Bro, respectfully, you shouldn't be, like, if you're going to draw a line under it, you don't say the first thing about there's things I don't know, or otherwise say it. So it's same with Amorim. Bro, tell us what the fucking situation is then. Tell us what's wrong. Tell the fans. If you care, then tell the fans what is up. But now he's gaslighting the owners, I think, because he wants the owners to sack him, bro.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I don't blame him. It's not working, innit? And when things don't work, there's no point wasting your life. Like, when you know something's not working, right?
Bro, Dip, like this thing here, fine margins.
Go.
There's no fine margins. We got well and truly beaten by Man City. Where's the fine margins? And bro, you know what? I actually said it during the watch long. Remember, I said this manager was going to come out and gaslight us and talk about fine margins and bad luck, and the bread's still bringing up the Arsenal game, cuz. Nah.
But you see this fine margin thing in football, although it's, you know, it's a thing that, because context is a great thing, but sometimes fucking it's a shit thing as well, because you can make, like, I had a word, shout out Mido, United fan that I was on a show with yesterday, and he said, you know what, I think City were there for the taking. He said in the first 15 minutes, I think that first 15 minutes, I think we looked good. Then if we could get it to half time at 0-0, I said, yeah, but bro, after 15 minutes, you went 1-0 down. So how can, like, First 15 minutes, I just thought you lot looked a bit shaky and a bit unsure of yourself. Yeah. That's all. Yeah. I don't think we looked good. No, I don't think, to be fair with you, I don't, and maybe this is a great thing with Donnarumma, that I think Donnarumma, he puts a bit of confidence in me already, that even if the defense looks a little bit shaky, he's got it. But then also, I'll be honest, like, again, that defense, the first time I think they've played as a back three together. Well, back four, kind of. O'Reilly was going forward a little bit, but I don't think it was a back three. It was more like a back four, but you know what I mean. But I think we looked shaky and we had to grow into it. But I think fine lines is like, bro, you go 1-0 up, you go 2-0 up. Like, the whole thing is, I get if a game is 1-0, but if you concede a second, like when it's 1-0, you've got a chance to get another goal, and then you've got a chance to make it 2-1. I get that, but and against City, 100%, I hear it, because when we're 1-0 up, if we don't get a second, sometimes you score one, you then score two. But I don't think you can say it's fine lines, because you were nowhere near getting a first goal or a second goal or a third goal, and you allowed us to score three. Where is fine margins?
And you could have scored more. So where's these fine margins, bro?
Bro, the only fine line is that it probably would have been 4 if it wasn't for an inch on the fucking post. That was the finest line I saw on the pitch, literally.
Thanks.
Yeah, bro, it is. It is mad gaslighting. I don't know if it's a thing now, and it rage bait and gaslighting. Everyone's doing it. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose, but either way, it is. Yeah, he's either thick or he's gaslighting. It's one of the two. But Do you think he ain't gonna go? Is he?
Brother, I don't know what's going on. I'm seeing these Benfica things coming out, saying that Benfica are looking at him.
They've got a new
yeah.
They've got
They're saying a new president, apparently.
president. Yeah, they have. They've got a new president. Yeah,
but we don't know if it's confirmed yet. But also, we don't even know if he would go there. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if he would go there.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean Benfica, Sporting. Yeah,
Like, even though he played for them, I think. But even
did he play for them?
But even so, because he was at Sporting, I don't even know. Who knows if he goes there? You know what I'm saying? We don't even fucking know, bruv. Like, all I know is we need him at this club.
Yeah, but it's one of the. I mean, yeah. I don't want to act. Listen, it is a derby. Therefore, after the derby, I'm going to be shameless and I'm going to fucking celebrate because I hate you lot, and also because it's a bit of pressure off of us. We've got 6 points now. Right,
Yeah.
City going into the Emirates on 3 points is worrying. So, but I'm not going to act like I wasn't nervous going into the game because I was thinking we can't be the team that give this guy his first 2 wins on the bounce. Right, but even when you say that, listen to what I'm saying. As a Man United manager in a year, you haven't won 2 games on the bounce.
Bro, 6 of his 8 wins are against teams that are no longer in the Premier League right now. You know how crazy that is?
Yeah, this is, the thing with him.
When you dig deeper, when you dig deeper into the statistics, they get worse stats. This is the thing.
See, the whole we haven't won 2 on the bounce, yeah. That alone is like fucking hell. Then you come out with that one, and it's like, nah, what is? But I can't lie to you. He's absolutely, and I can't even lie. When you first got him, I thought, you know what, this guy might be quite good. He's now at the point where you're like, nah, he's shit. There's no way of, and even if he isn't shit, the players are not playing for him, which ultimately management isn't just about tactics. Part of your job is getting players playing for you. So whichever way you want to look at it, even if it's
more, that's more important than the tactics.
Yeah. And he's got neither. It's just yeah. Bro, that is mad. Sorry. So basically, he's won 2 games against teams that are in the Premier League. Sorry.
Basically, yeah. Because the rest of them got relegated.
Bro, sorry. People, do you know what's embarrassing about that? We're one of them. Fuck's sake. Yeah, that was a shit year. We'll forget that one.
Bro, but that's right. Somebody needs to bring these things up to him in a press conference because, bro, I feel like these men are letting this guy escape, bro.
Nah, today, again, that press conference yesterday, I don't know. I can't remember what it was. I saw one of the players started putting it on him. One of the people in the press started pressing him a little bit. But then this is the thing. I've again, Amorim's come across to me as a City fan. Yeah, so far quite a likable guy. Yeah, I get as a United fan, you're definitely not going to agree with me, but he comes across as quite a likable guy. But we always see this with managers, and Postecoglou came across as a fucking likable guy till he gets pressed in press conferences. Then you see the fucking actual side of him. Same with Klopp. I always said it about Klopp. Mad passive aggressive. If they've won, he's the nicest guy in the world, cuddles for everyone. If they lose, the guy's speaking to trying to get people sacked in that. And Amorim, you saw it. He got pressed on something and he started showing a bit of a C. Yeah. But where's Chelsea at home next, right? You got a good record against them.
Not do we?
I heard from what someone said to me earlier, Chelsea usually draw at Old Trafford.
Brother,
at Old Trafford.
I don't remember having a good record against Chelsea,
someone
bro.
said that to me
I'll
earlier.
be honest. I don't remember ever having a good record against Chelsea as a Man United fan, bro.
Chelsea United Chelsea Football Club record.
But they're saying at Old Trafford we don't lose there to them. That's what man are saying.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, and it was probably fucking adverts. Fuck off. Oh, I don't even know where's the close button on this one.
We usually draw. See?
Yeah, that's it. Usually draw. That's what I said. Yeah.
See, that's a
draw.
good record. Like
Yeah.
not losing at home to Chelsea. Like,
So-
bro, what kind of shit is that, bro?
Yeah,
Good
true.
record is we're
For
supposed to beat them.
yeah. So you December. Oh no, that's 1905. God damn. Well, the first time you played them at Old Trafford, yeah, you drew. That was in 1905, by the way. But recently, you've drew. Yeah, you lost. Yeah, you lost. That. I mean, recent years, you've been pretty stinky. You've lost 2 and drawn 2. Lost 2, drawn 2. Yeah, that's not great. Actually, now this is Chelsea. This is a Chelsea. Yeah, you've won 2. Yeah, you've won 2 and you've drawn 2. So they're right. Yeah. Yeah, that's not a bad record, you know. So here's the thing. If he
We're losing, bro.
Bro, if he wins or draws that, but I don't see. This is the thing with you lot. Usually, them because if you lose, then he might be gone. Yeah. If you win, he's staying. If you draw,
Bro, you know what it is with Man United? Whenever we need to lose to get the manager out, we always win, innit?
Exactly.
This is what we always do. That's why there was a part of me that thought that we might do City. Because I was thinking, yo, this manager's under pressure. If these man lose, he could be under more pressure, yeah. So I'm thinking, yo, you know what? We might actually win. But then we don't win.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I mean. I have a feeling you're gonna get something. I do. And I can't lie, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I'm fed up, bro.
Do you know who was it? Saeed, right? You do shows with Saeed regular, innit?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Right. So do you know what I heard Saeed say earlier? And whether you agree with this or not, he said that he don't want Simeone. Simeone is washed, right? And I was just like, bro, you've got fucking Amorim. It's mad cheeky the day after you lost to Man City 3-0 to say that you wouldn't take Simeone. And this is the problem. Like, Simeone wouldn't come to Man United, bro.
No, he wouldn't.
There's not a chance. Like, and this is the thing, yeah, that sometimes, like, I'm mad love to Saeed, mad love for Saeed, yeah, but he'll talk about we are Man United, right? And he'll talk about, you know, like basically, you know, when the Man United knock is different, all of that, yeah. But at the same time, he'll probably then say that he's sick of the old guard there that are doing the we are Man United, right?
Mm.
Well, you're doing it as well, bro. Like, you have to at some point, you have to realize where you are. And to be there saying, now fuck Simeone is like, bro, you're not allowed to say fuck Simeone at this point. You can't say, you can't tell
bro,
me
I'll be
Simeone's
real.
washed.
Listen, I'd struggle to find a manager that I don't think will do a better job than Ruben Amorim.
Exactly.
Scott Parker does a better job than this guy.
Facts.
The truth is, I'll take any manager in the league over this manager. Any of them.
And that's basically what I'm saying. Like, to come out after that performance and say, yeah, but Simeone is washed, you know, it's like, bro, that is mad. Like, if that's, you'd be blessed. You would be absolutely fucking blessed to have Simeone right now. Someone made a really good point. Under Simeone, Man United are getting top. I mean, listen, the squad's not amazing.
Listen, Simeone, one thing about Simeone, yeah, even Simeone, yeah, as much as people talk about him and they talk about how defensive he is and all these things, over the years, he has become a bit more expansive. He's tried to play a bit more football. He has altered his, I wouldn't say his philosophy, but his style of play. He's tried to adapt it to a more attacking, players, innit? And if he can do it, that shows that, again, he's less of an arrogant prick than Amorim, yeah, and he's won more.
Do you know what? I can't lie. The way I hear all you lot talking, again, bro, I was on a show with someone yesterday who called him a pussy-o, I think 40 times, and he's a United fan, bro.
Yeah, bro, I despise the guy. I despise the guy, bro. It's one of them ones where in life, yeah, it's very hard to have genuine disdain for people that you don't know because it doesn't make sense, innit? But I feel like even though I don't know him personally, I have come across people like him in life, and I don't like them. Do you know what I'm saying? And that was the same thing I had with Garnacho. It's like, even though I don't know him, I feel like I know enough about him to know that anyone like him in life, I won't like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like we go back to the gaslighting, the press conferences, the telling United fans that, you know, there's no one that cares more than me. Is like, yeah, bro. That's how. Same. I can't lie. Ten Hag, same. I think Ten Hag was a bit of a dislikable character, and I think probably that might have been the reason why he probably got the sack so quickly where he was, because there's certain people that you just get But long may he stay, bro. Listen, I can't lie. I wouldn't mind playing you one more time with him. I think, you know what, actually, as well, I think he had quite a good record up against Pep until yesterday.
Yeah.
Bizarrely.
He did, but I think it was only 2 games, though. It was a small sample size, bruv, and Pep made up for it because we absolutely got
three.
Oh, 3 wins or 2 wins and a draw.
2 wins and a draw. 2 wins and a draw. So one with, I'm pretty certain.
Yeah, one with Sporting and 2 with us.
Yeah. Because he was. How long was he at Sporting for?
I think like 3 seasons. I think 3 and a bit, and maybe 4.
I don't know if he was there when we peppered them like 5-1 or something. I don't think
Probably
he was
not.
there. Nah, I think that was 2022. Yeah. So it might have been 2021, 22. Yeah, he might have been there. Yeah, he was. So he was there when. Yeah, So in that case, it's it's 3. It's 2 wins, a loss, and a draw. In fact, no, 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss against Pep.
Okay.
I would imagine.
Okay. So he was unbeaten.
Not bad.
4 out of 5 unbeaten.
Yeah. He needs to play more managers like Pep, and you might have a better result in the fucking league.
I don't know, man. I just think this guy's a cancer, man, at the football club. And I said the same thing, yeah. It's like the biggest problem with this club is they don't sack soon enough. And it's a problem that we've had for years. David Moyes is probably the only manager here that got sacked when he deserved to get sacked. He's the only one that got sacked quickly. Other than that, it's been poor. And it's been poor for maybe a number of reasons. Before, under the Glazers and them other man, yeah, the sackings were too slow because these men never had no one else lined up because they weren't run appropriately. And then it's one of them ones where under Ineos, I don't even think it's got anything to do with lack of preparation, because they will have a list, but it's come down to the fact that you can tell that certain men they just don't want to admit they were wrong. They just don't want to admit that they were wrong, bro. And it's one of them ones where it's a pride situation right now. That's all it is.
Come on,
we got the money to sack him.
Let's get these comments, get the likes up, of course, yeah. But in the comments, please. I've just seen someone put where was it? Would you take Mourinho for a season? Yeah. Let's start lighting up the comments, yeah, with suggestions. I'll go first. Give it Giggsy till end the season, right? Who else are we putting in there? Come on,
bro. Listen, I don't want no interim, bro. Like, the season's not over. Why would you write off the season and give it to Giggsy or like
Ollie?
Carrick or something like that?
It. Bring back Carrick, innit? Bring back Carrick.
I'd rather have Carrick than Giggs or Rooney. All day Carrick. If he's got to be one of them.
No, I can't lie. Yeah, I'd take Carrick. Yeah, but I wouldn't. But for you lot, yeah, Carrick.
Yeah, if he's got to be one of them.
Oh, I can't lie.
If you
take Carrick back, give him an inhaler and injection, bro, he'd probably do a job in the 6th role.
Nah, you're an idiot, bro. Nah, I mean, as a manager.
I can't lie. Put him on. Bro, he's been a player manager for years, but I reckon he'd come in and do a better job than fucking Agate.
No, he would.
Bro, it's not, listen, you sit there and you think about it and go, the mad thing is the way that he plays, yeah, I hear it. I actually hear it. He probably fucking would. So, Yeah, do you know what? Right. One thing I will say is, and I actually think you started the game off with quite a nice level of intensity. You were pressing.
We always start like that. First 15 minutes, bro, we look like a real football team every game. It never lost.
Yeah. And even with the way, like there was a point where and this was in the first half. So usually you get that fiery period in the second half, yeah, often. And that didn't really happen yesterday where tackles start coming in. But there was a point in the first half where I thought, you know what? Fair play. Both sides are actually going into challenges quite hard, right? Like they actually fucking want to win this game. So I think it was just once that first goal that went in, that was it for me. It was just, you were deflated. We had the tail, you know what the saying is, whatever the saying is, a wind beneath or whatever. That we were, what is it, Suits? What's the saying? Tail between your legs. Thank you. We had the tail between our legs. Thank you. And it should have been more. It should have been more. But yeah, I do think you started all right.
Yeah, but bro, nothing happened. It's not like Donnarumma had to make a save in that time. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
You know,
when you say started well, yeah, it's kind of patronizing because it's like, what did we do to start well? You know them. Like what? We just didn't concede. Like, you know when man say, "Oh, you started well," "Oh, you ran around a little bit." Like, do you know what I mean? We're fucking shit, bro.
No, but here's the thing. I reckon I've probably said it to you in the last few weeks, right? Before the season started, I definitely said it to Cass that these players coming in, I rate Mbeumo, I rate Cunha. I don't know enough about Tesco, so I won't comment on him. Yeah, I don't think he did much yesterday, but I rate the signings you've made. And there was this positive vibe that you always get from an element of the Man United fan base before the season starts. I said, and you know what? First game against Arsenal, I thought you were all right? But you didn't win. But you didn't win. And that's the key. You didn't win. Okay, cool. But you're all right. And I said after that game, that's fine. You know what? There's positives you can take as an Arsenal fan, as a United fan. But here's the thing. You can't keep playing well and not getting results, right? Or you can't keep getting results and not playing well. Well, that one's not as bad. But all of a sudden, these new players, the ones that you're putting your hopes in, all of a sudden, their heads start dropping.
Yep.
And this is the thing. Mbeumo is going to start getting frustrated, right? And when players start getting frustrated and their heads start dropping, they start looking like different players, right? And I honestly believe that is what happens at Man United. Someone, holds out SB, he always says, yeah, that Man United keep giving Lambos and crashing them, right? And it's true, bro. It's true. This weekend, we've seen Højlund go and bag for Napoli. We've seen Onana get a man of the match. Bro, we've seen McTominay become a legend at fucking Napoli. Bro, we've seen Anthony disappear. And this thing is that there's players that look cold, come to Manchester United, stink out the gaff, and then leave and are okay again. And that is where, for me, and this is what I find as a City fan the most beautiful thing, is that, you know what, you can get rid of the manager. The problems are deeper than that. Like this is something, and you know what we've seen. It was who have we seen? We can list all the players that apparently it was. It was Pogba. It was Rashford. Apparently it's always. I think it was Lingard at one point was probably getting the blame. Everyone always gets the fucking blame, yeah. Where actually, I think the people that are to blame for this weird whatever the fuck is going on at your club, it's not. I don't even want to say it's members of staff there. It's in the rotting brickwork there. Yeah. And like, I do think this whole we're Man United thing, it's almost like it's maybe put on the players as a level of arrogance, so they think they've made it. I do also think maybe sometimes how good is a player really if they want to join a team that just finished 15th? What is that player's mentality like really? How much does that player really back himself if he wants
I think it's different with Manchester United. I think with Manchester United that doesn't really apply for the simple fact that I think we've seen in football, yeah, how quickly a team can go from 15th to top 4. We've seen it. So
that's true.
if you sell them the right project, you can absolutely get a player being ambitious. And also if a player truly does back themselves, then these players are going to be like, yo, I want to be a part of the next Man United team to win XYZ, insert trophy, blood. Like, if you back yourself, you might think, yo, I'm that guy, bro. Because I know Cunha did. You know what I mean? Cunha looked at it and said, yo, like, I'm the guy to get them out of this mess. Casemiro said the same thing when he came. At the end of the day, yeah, it's one of them things where you have to understand that a lot of players, they do back themselves and they think that, yo, I can be the one to turn it around. You lot had a similar thing when you first got the money and players were coming in.
Listen,
and players were saying, yo, cool. Yeah, fair enough. City ain't 1-0 yet, but
all right,
like,
so
we're going to be part of the City team that win the league.
You're right. You are right. Yeah. However, so what you're saying is right, and people in that say, so someone in the comments just said that you're both right. However, in principle, you're right. But what I'm doing is I'm talking facts. Yeah, that these players that joined Manchester City, right, and rightly so. Because let's not do revisionism. When these players joined Manchester City, every single, not just United fans, every single rival fan told me they're not joining City for the project, they're joining City for the money, right? No one can deny that, yeah? Because that's revisionism. Everyone said they're only going to City for the money. They're not going for the project,
depends which players we're talking about. There were some players.
I know that. But what we're saying is most people were saying about all the players. Yeah, Zabaleta came out and said about how it used to piss him off so much because he was like, genuinely, if they knew what I was getting paid, where I was living at that point, they don't know nothing, yeah? But generally, that was the narrative. Now, so that is a fact, yeah? Then we move on to the fact of the proof is in the pudding. So we question, and fair play, you lot question their mentality. Why? Because the project, yeah? And you're thinking, is that project really it? However, 15 years on, tell me, was it worth joining City? Yes, it was. That is a fact, right? Now we're looking at Manchester United. You're right. I hear what you're saying, the project, because I've said before, I think Rice chose Arsenal over City slightly. One of the reasons is because if he goes City, we just won the treble. What could he say? I've put on my back and done, right? Nothing. Whereas
and also,
Arsenal,
there's more. There would have been more competition as well.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If we look at the proof in the pudding with Man United, yeah, it's the opposite way that I'm questioning how many players Manchester United have bought that looked good elsewhere, came to Manchester United and have improved and done something, right? And the proof is no one. So we had this conversation the other day, and I think we worked out the last player that was of a certain level and has improved since being at Manchester United, or maybe went on to achieve something, is Van Persie, right? Anyone else, they've probably got worse, right? So again, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying the facts are that all these people whose mentality we're questioning at the moment, you're looking at and going, well, maybe. And do you know what? The one thing I would say is maybe your club's too big. And all these people drown there. Because don't get me wrong, the pressure at Manchester, the one thing I will tell you at Manchester is different is the fucking pressure. The pressure is mad. Like, it's insane. And I think the one good thing I'd say Amorim maybe did was not start your new keeper yesterday. Because if your new keeper came in yesterday and had one bad game, and it wouldn't have even have had to have been that bad. If he came in and you lost, there is an element of that Manchester United fan base that will then be saying, fuck's sake, we've just gone and signed a fucking a white Onana, right? That's literally it. And off the back of his first game. Now, in football, that's happening more and more and more. But United, it's 50 times worse. Because why? You are the biggest club, second biggest club in the world. The pressure is different. And so if you're signing players that maybe aren't used to dealing with pressure, it crumbles.
Yeah, but I think that the pressure increases, because so many things were not in place. Do you know what I mean? And that includes a good manager, bro. When you look at all of our previous managers, they're all failing, bro. So
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you know, I had someone say yesterday that they think maybe bring in a manager before the manager. Yeah.
Yeah, but Amorim was meant to be that manager before the manager, yeah. And
I feel like the last however many have meant to, like, wasn't Ollie supposed to be the manager before the manager? Or wasn't
I don't know what Ollie was supposed to be, because Ollie was meant to be the interim, yeah. And then these men gave him a permanent deal, bro. But the one thing I'd say about Manchester United, I've seen that narrative, yeah, but I don't necessarily agree that Man United ruins players, yeah, per se, like the club itself in terms of the name and stuff like that. I don't think so, because a lot of players have been given loads of time at this club. Do you know what I'm saying? Garnacho was given loads of patience. Even Rasmus was given loads of patience. He was playing shit, bro. I think he had a run of fucking nearly 20 games, yeah, without a goal, yeah, and the fans were still supporting him. I think that this club actually supports players way longer than they should, bruv, and is way more patient than they should, because you don't get that much time at Real Madrid. You don't get that much time at even Chelsea, bro. If you go Chelsea and you don't have a good season, they'll sell you the same season, bro.
Yeah.
So I actually don't think that we're too impatient. If anything, yeah, we're too patient, bro. Like, the standards are not high enough at this football club. They've got this mentality like football's not a results-based business, bro. It's almost like there's too much emotion, there's too much leeway, there's too much of that shit going on, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Football is a results-based business. If you're not playing well as a player, you should be sold. If you're not doing well as a manager, you should be fucking fired, bro. I'm not of the belief where you should just allow mediocrity, because, oh, you know what, he's trying really hard. You know what I'm saying? He seems like a nice guy. Like, you can tell he really wants to do well. That's what you hear. You can tell he's trying hard. Like, Mason Mount.
I can tell you now, that was Calvin Phillips, bro. Did my fucking head in when people were telling me, but he's a bro. I don't respectfully. He's a nice guy that's on 150 grand a week and not playing football. You know what? Give me 150 grand a week. And tell me that I can come in and train when I want, bro, I'll be a very fucking nice guy. Trust me, I'll be the nicest guy in the world. If I'm literally not having, bro, I'm not even having to see any of you fuckers. So of course I'm going to be a nice guy. You're not seeing me. Pep's there saying Calvin's a lovely guy, bro. You've probably seen him 4 times a year. And he's earning fucking 600 bags a month. Yeah, I'm nice for that. I do. Someone just said, like, the curse thing, right? So if you're using the term curse, like when people say, oh, this person's cursed, that person's cursed, listen, shout to anyone that believes in religion, voodoo, any of that stuff. Yeah, that's your thing, right? In fact, shout to Doku. Doku, I've just seen posted, yeah, that he knew yesterday when he woke up that he was going to win because him and his wife had been baptized the day before, right? I mean, yeah, whatever, bro. Listen, you helped to win us the derby. I'm here for it. I don't know where I feel with that, but I do think there's an element of not the curse, but it's again the size of Manchester United and where you are right now as a club, and it doesn't help the stuff that where you've been, right? Because you know, most of our generation, whether you're 2 generations between me, whether you're my generation, whatever it is, yeah. Man United fans were spoilt for 20 years. Is it 20 years under Fergie? About 20 years, probably even. Nah, you know what? Closer to 30 years. 30 years under Fergie. Spoilt to fuck, right? So I get it. The pressure there is mad. I actually don't knock United's home fan base. I think, and when people say Old Trafford's quiet, I think Old Trafford usually, most games starts very fucking loud, right? Very, very loud, yeah? But because of the frustration within the fan base, that much success, you go 1-0 down, the frustration comes out and the frustration's louder. And that's where, so it's not cursed, but at the moment, it's like this whole, I spoke about City's momentum. United's momentum is absolutely fucking shocking. There's no momentum there at all. There is no confidence there. Like, literally, you win one game, you're not even looking at who your second game's against. You're going, well, we ain't going to get 2 games in a row because this manager can't do that.
Yeah, fact.
How can you be, as a fan base or as a player, how can you, like, people that think, oh, no, that doesn't impact you. It fucking does. And again, I'm sorry, I'm not, to make it clear, I'm not trying to remove this from the manager, because the most important thing of a manager is to fucking get in the players' heads and get the players playing for you. Right,
bro, man management is way more important than the tactics, bro. Way more important. And furthermore, not only is it more important than the tactics, but when you're a good manager, you can get players to play out of position for you.
Yep.
And do a job, bro. We've seen it with Fergie a million times, bro. He's put out some teams on paper that look fucking diabolical, yeah? And he ends up winning the game because he'll get certain players, you'll get Phil Jones to do a job at centre mid or John O'Shea.
Bro,
Do you know what I'm
this is
saying? Or
it.
John O'Shea was playing left back. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and he was a centre half. Like, we've seen all these things, bro. I've seen Chris Smalling at fucking right back. Like, at the end of the day, if you know how to manage a player, the person, you can get them to do whatever you want them to do. If you can't get players to carry out your instructions, that's a you problem.
Yeah,
That's not a problem with the players, because another coach could.
Yeah. And do you know, when you're talking about getting players to play for you in any position, I remember Pep saying before about Foden, right? Saying, look, I think when we had injuries once, he said if Phil Foden needs to play centre back, he'll play centre back, right? And they're like, but will he know how to? He's like, well, yeah, because everyone in this team knows the system. Like, will he be a prime centre back? Nah, but he'll know how to know. He'll know how to play the system. And the thing is, and I shout right when Arteta went to Arsenal, he said it. And listen, Arteta is not the best example for me to use, but I know that Pep has done this with City. But I watched it happen at Arsenal. Right, he went there and he said, I need to, like, everyone at this club is pulling in the same direction. If I'm going to be the manager, everyone needs to buy into me and everyone needs to be focused on the same direction, right? Then you play for the manager, right? You're playing for the manager. And listen, I've said this very clearly right now, that if Arteta doesn't win the league this season, and maybe even, I think it's already probably creeping in quite a few players, but even more so if they don't win the league this season, all those players that were believing in him will not believe in him no more, right? Because it gets to a point, and his record is a hell of a lot better than fucking Amorim. So
there's only so many times you can end up finishing second before you start doubting, man.
Yeah, but we're talking about, and listen, that's where I kind of put that bit in at the end about them finishing second, because I do get there will be a drop off now. Some players will start doubting him, but if you're a player for Amorim, yeah, how are you buying into him? How are you buying into his philosophy how are you buying into anything he is saying, right? How are you playing for him? So if you're a player, like you just said about playing a player out of position, but they'll do the job and they'll do it for the manager, yeah? But, like, I don't know, if you take Luke Shaw and say, Luke, need you to play central midfield, right?
Yeah.
Then he's going to straight away go, well, Gaffer, I'm not a midfielder. And when you are playing a midfielder there, it's not working with your style of football. So what does it matter? I'm not going to go in and it's not going to work because I'm not a midfielder, and ultimately nothing you do is working anyway. So why am I going to do what you're going to do? What I'm going to do is I'm going to probably end up drifting back and playing as a left back, right? Because that's where I feel comfortable on the pitch. I ain't listening to you because what you're saying is shit. And he probably fucking Luke Shaw, no matter what Amorim says, Luke Shaw probably even wants Man United to win more than Amorim. So
yeah, 100%, bro. Listen, I'll be real. This is what it is. Amorim's just a liar, bro. You know that, man. And this is what it is. And that's why I think he's the worst type of person, because he's responsible for all of this, yeah. But he'll rather see us crash and burn, yeah, than put his ego to the side and change something. You know what I mean? He doesn't understand that the players are supposed to be playing for him. Yeah. Ultimately, like, no man is bigger than the club. No one. And he's moving like he's bigger than the club because he's costing us games by doing what he's doing.
Do you ever think that with managers like Amorim, that so he's joined Man United, he's happy to go Man United, he's been told X, Y, and Z, so he's cool there. Gets there, your fan base are fucking loving him because he wore a Moncler once, and he's got a fucking, apparently word is that he's got a fucking a Canada Goose, and so everyone's thinking, yeah, this guy's sick, right? And by the way, I think his last game at his previous club, he thumped up my club, right? Your rivals, yeah. So he's done everything to make, when he joined your club, everyone going, yeah, we like this guy, right? Mm-hmm. But then when slowly it starts going wrong, and then people start fucking booing him, and like, listen, managers know what goes on social media. They, like, managers have agents, they have people that will tell him, and their agents might water it down a bit and go, yeah, no, the backlash isn't too bad, but they're aware, yeah, you know what, bro, your fans fucking hate you, bro. Like you've got man calling you a pussy hole 40 times on a stream. Bro, your fan base are not too keen on you, right? Do you think at that point then they stop caring? And do you think with Amorim, it's kind of like, and this is what makes it even cheekier that he said it yesterday, I care more than you lot. Actually, you literally don't give a shit, bro. You lying sorry, I'm gonna.
He doesn't give a shit, bro.
I don't like him now, but
he doesn't give a shit. And also,
because
the players ain't playing for him no more, bro. Because the players, you know what it is, yeah. People forget that players are just human beings like us, bro. You know them ones. And not only are they human beings like us, yeah. Players are around the same age group as a lot of the people in the chat. Do you know what I'm saying? How would you react as a person?
Bro, I got made.
How do you react as a person if your manager was doing this, DAPS?
Bro, I got made redundant in April. Yeah, I got told in January. Yeah, and like went into January, mad positive, another year ahead. Got my bonus, bosh, let's go. Got told at the end of January you're being made redundant, bro. I can tell you what happened then. Bro, like we were supposed to be working from the office 4 days a week. Nah, not no more. We're not.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm going in 2 months' time. Fuck off. I'm working from home. Bro, zero fucks were given, right?
Yep.
Because ultimately, you as an employer, like you don't love me no more. The fans don't love me no more. So I think he's probably at the point where he is like, because in this day and age, bro, don't get it twisted. There is a thing now of dying on your sword, yeah? There are certain clubs out there that are going, do you know what? He stuck to his fundamentals, and we rate that. The fact that it was Man United, that's
but no one can really rate that, though.
Bro, I hear it.
How can anyone rate the fact that my man's losing and happy to lose, blood?
Bro, I hear it, but there are clubs out there that will go, nah, he stands on his... Bro, I've even heard people saying it today. There's parts of me that rate that he's standing on his principles, yeah? And I guess if his agent goes into a club and says, listen, I want his next job once he leaves, I represent Amorim. I hear you're looking for a new manager. And they go, Amorim, I swear he didn't win like 2 games on the bounce. I swear that like... all the teams that he did beat got relegated anyway, apart from 2 of them. I heard that all his stinky stats. And then his agent goes, yeah, but starts going Ten Hag, Moyes, listening, saying, listen, the club's infested, starts. And listen, I'm not saying this, but a good agent, yeah, can make a club think, actually, yeah, you know what? It's not Amorim. It's not Amorim.
No, but you're right. But you're 100% right. But this is why he's coming out and saying, oh, it's not the system, it's the attitude of the players and stuff. But it's like, how dare you? How dare you criticize all of the players, bro? Like, especially when, these are the guys that are supposed to be, that you're supposed to be wanting to play for you. So coming out publicly and saying it's not the system and it's them, and their lack of application, how do you think that's going to go down in the dressing room?
Everywhere. But the same thing is, bro, it's the same. And again, this is where we are now, that unfortunately, this is the way it is. Look, Postecoglou's just got a job. Why? Same shit. I mean, to be fair, my man won a trophy, so fair play to him.
He won a fucking trophy, and also the football was way better.
But at the end, he kind of pretty much came out and said, it's not me, it's everything else. This has been building up over the years, and this is what's happened under this guy and under this guy and under this guy. And what's the consistent thing? Conte said it as well. The consistent thing is the club. It's just, bro, like he's playing a game, and someone just said in the chat, it's like, I want to get angry because I'm actually sitting there thinking, Rants, I can see why you don't like this guy, because you're just thinking you ain't here for the club no more. You and the club have fallen out of love, but basically you're looking for a settlement. And you're happy to run my club into the ground and let them be like, it's not you dying on the sword, it's the club dying on the sword ultimately. But then you're telling everyone it's you because you care. Yeah, mad. Anyway, bro, I hope, we'll be playing you second half of the season, obviously. I can't lie. Hopefully he stays in the job, and hopefully we get you in the Carabao and we get you in the FA Cup as well. As long as Amorim's here, I need to play you a few more times before you get rid of him. Because
I hear that.
Now the thing with Pep is as well, by the way, usually with Pep, once he manages to get that over the line with another one. Remember, what's it called? I had a curse over him for a little while. America. Sorry, Tuchel. When Tuchel first went into Chelsea, I think he beat Pep 3 times in a row.
Oh, you were thinking Poch, but you meant Tuchel.
No, I went Tuchel. Tuchel, won 3 games in a row over Pep, and then after that was it. Just whitewash every single time.
Okay.
So.
But yeah, man, I don't know, guys. I think the writing's on the wall for this manager, bro. You know what I'm saying? The fact that the manager's saying the issue lies with the team's mentality. If he can't affect the team's mentality, that's a him problem. Do you know what I mean? And then on top of that, like these things coming out saying that Bruno's unhappy and all this. Bruno's one of his players. Bruno's the guy that he's basically begged to stay. Do you know what I'm saying? And all these things. And if rumors are being leaked that Bruno's now not happy with where he's playing, the manager's cooked. Because if the one guy, and I did say it to you guys, remember I said at some point Bruno will throw him under the bus and that'll be the end of him. That'll be the end of him. And it looks like the end is near, bruv. So I can't lie. I think I lost to Chelsea and he's gone, bruv. You know what I mean? Or as good as gone.
I think he has to. And the thing is, it's early enough in the season now that I think it happens now. I don't know. You would hope to think that they're working on someone for you lot, that they're working on someone in the background, maybe.
I think they are. I think they are because they have to. You know what I mean? The one thing about United is they have been moving in silence as of recently, just in general with everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure with the manager situation, it'll be the same thing. They'll be putting things in place now. Like, you're not gonna hear us being linked with a new manager while the manager's here, bruv, and undermining the manager publicly. Like, this is why when I'm seeing all of these things saying, nobody at Manchester United, no one at Man United is kind of worrying about the manager kind of thing and saying he's got their full backing. Brother, every time these men come out and publicly brief that they're backing him, I believe that they're making a contingency plan.
Yeah. So. Do you know, right, so just last thing, I know you got to show with Don after this, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just one thing I would say, right? So for me, the whole interim, the whole manager before the manager, I won't say that never worked. Right. Think where United are, and I'm going by what take on face value, that right now you're a team that are building, Ineos, Barada, all of that stuff. Yeah. It's still quite early days under them lot, right?
It is.
So, and I'd be disingenuous if I didn't say that sometimes a manager before the manager can work, right? Our first lot, they brought in Mancini and that worked. Cool. Well, they brought in Mark Hughes, then Mancini. But then the second lot, when the Barcelona lot came in, they did the manager before the manager. They did Pellegrini, fully always knowing Pep was going to come in, but they thought, you know what, we'll get Pellegrini in for 2 years. So it can work, a manager before a manager. But I also do think that where Manchester United are at the moment, that isn't what they need. I think right now what manager need is just a good fucking manager, right?
Yeah.
This is the key, right? Not one that, it's going to... I don't even want to say that's going to grow with the club and that needs to be given time. All that given time shit. Do you know the best way to give a manager time? Is if a manager's good, right?
Yeah.
Because
you've got to earn that time.
Oh, and not once was I saying, you know what, I need to give Mancini time. Mancini was just a good manager.
He earned the time because he was getting results.
Yeah. And that's it. This whole, give him time. No. Right. United need to go and get a manager that can come in. And this is the thing, even when you say the guy before the guy was Pellegrini and he came in, literally won a league, so it wasn't a bad guy before the guy, but he was still the guy before the guy. And the key is that it was part of the growth because Pellegrini never dominated. We won a league and we won a League Cup under Pellegrini. Pep came in and was doing doubles and trebles and four-peats and 100 points. So it was the man before the man. But where Man United are, just go and get a good manager, right? I can't lie. Sorry, bless me. I would have. I'm glad. I see the type of manager that I think would work for Man United right now would be someone like, he's gone, but Thomas Frank would have worked for you lot, for me, right? Why? Because he's a good manager. Yeah. There's a thing of United need to know where they are. It's true. United are currently where they are. Yeah, but a good manager can take a good manager can take Man United from 15th to 6th easily.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, a Thomas Frank type manager. Yeah. Now, I don't think any manager is going to go into Manchester United and win them a league within a season. Yeah, within 2 seasons. That isn't it. You can have a good manager that grows with the club, right, without the whole give him time. The minute you're hearing give him time, I think that's probably a warning sign that you need to fuck him off.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're not saying, oh, they're growing together and we can see what he's doing. You're literally saying give him time, which is like, yeah, nah, don't sack him, get rid. And yeah. Anyway, 3-0. Thank you. You've kickstarted our season.
Let's see, innit? You know what I mean? It's a load of bollocks, man. But
this time next week, you will have me after the back of an Arsenal game and I might be completely different.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So we'll just have to wait and see, innit? People, make sure you subscribe as well to We Are the South Stand. The link is in the title. Closing in on 10K as well, guys. So make sure you support the channel over there, man. Get the likes up as well, man. We're still 100 short of where we really should be. Need 1,200 in here, bruv. So we should have more in here. We're redirecting to Footy Talk with Don and Lewis, man. So yeah, man, got the Chelsea boys there to talk about them dropping points. Don tried to be shameless and message me about Man United losing to City. Like we weren't meant to lose to City at City, bro. We need to talk about fucking Brentford, mate. Do you know what I mean? If he thinks he's gonna deflect this,
well, bro. Them man are deflecting very well. Bro. And the whole thing is, bro, do you know
we're not letting them off, trust me.
Nah, I heard a Chelsea fan say the other day, right, something along the lines of, it was something like, you know, but to be fair, a Chelsea fan said to me yesterday, DAPS, but to be fair, City should beat Manchester United. And I said, hold on a second. I said, all I've fucking heard all summer is that you're fucking champions of the world, yeah? So the champions of the world should be able to go to Brentford under a new fucking manager and win that as well, yeah? Like, so this deflection thing is, and they are, that's what they're doing. Bro, this is the thing with Chelsea, bro. Them, man, I've got to salute it a little bit because as City fans, we tiptoe everywhere. We spend money, we then give a reason and an explanation to why we're allowed to spend money, right? Them, man, go around splashing the fucking cash and literally when people are like, oh, well, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, what? What are you going to tell me? What are you going to tell me? Bro, they snitched. They don't care what we snitched, on our fucking legendary owner. We snitched. What, bro? What are you going to tell me? They are the definition of West London, bro. They're the definition of Fulham. leaving fucking letters in the station like the mailman, bro. It's mad,
bro. Them man are different. You know them ones there. So, bro, man not letting them off anyway. We're not letting them off. You know what I'm saying? You lot, make sure you run up the likes, people. And yeah, man, we're back.